Hey, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Drew, aka Booty Sweat, and today I'm bringing you another Baraka tutorial. And really, this isn't so much an in-depth tutorial or anything like that. This is more just trying to convince you why you should be using something that you might not be. And that particular move is Spine Burst. So I actually really love this move. I don't usually main this variation, but just for the short of it, I did a recent updated variations list for Baraka, and one of them that I like includes his Blade Charge and his Leg Kebab and then Spine Burst. So the thing that I love about Spine Burst is it just has a ridiculous hitbox, making it one of, if not the best anti-air tool in the game. Probably not the best, but it is way up there in terms of its effectiveness. So you really should be, if you struggle with like zoning characters or characters that like to do air projectiles and things like that, an example would be Kabal. Kabal is a really tough matchup for a lot of characters in the game because he's really good, but especially Baraka. This is a character that just whiff punishes you to death and can zone you out like crazy. But being able to have an answer to his air projectile and his slight gas move are pretty good. So I have set up this Kabal to actually do a couple of things. I have random hidden playback, and I have him doing like a lot of people will do, which is I have him doing his air slight gas, but I also have him, come on Kabal, do it. I also have him spamming his projectiles. So a lot of people do that crap, right? With Kabal in particular, a lot of people will just use like freaking projectile after projectile and they'll just spam them, right? Especially if they're trying to zone you out. But Spine Burst makes this basically ineffective against Baraka. So once you see that, if he is throwing an air projectile, look for him to come off the ground again and immediately use Spine Burst, and you will completely stop that nonsense in its tracks. So here's an example. So he slight burst, but then, okay, I see him gonna jump again. And most of the time, Kabals will jump higher than that. I made him do it a little too low, but... So I saw him do it, so if he wants to keep doing it, if he wants to jump backwards even, look at the hitbox on this attack. The hitbox on it is ridiculous. So even if he decides he wants to jump back, look how far away that hit him. So it's just a really, really effective move against characters that have a lot of like aerial options. Jackie's another example. If she's out here trying to, and a lot of times it will trade. That's why I'll wait for them to do the first one. And then after I see that they're doing that, then I'll wait for them to do another one, because I don't like to trade with it usually. Because if you just try with the first one, then you'll usually trade. But anyway, so like Jackie or Jade, who has a really solid air projectile, you know, all of these different kind of characters that have good air projectiles, Kabal being one of them. Whether he uses slight gas or not, I'm going to be able to stop it. And then even if he decides to use it at certain ranges, like if he uses the air slight gas to try to get pressure, let's say he ends up coming toward me a little bit like that, we can actually combo off him. Like so. So yeah, that's about it. I know this is a short one, but there's not just a whole lot else to say about it, to be honest. It's just a really good anti-air move that you should be using if you're not. I've said it before, other people have said it, I think, but I don't feel like anybody uses Spine Burst ever. I usually don't start with it. Usually I start with my Blade Charge and Gutted variation, but if I find out that they're a player who likes to spam air projectiles or zone a lot, then suddenly Spine Burst becomes a really effective move. I mean, the hitbox on it is stupid. Look how far away it hits. And then you saw earlier, I mean, it basically launches them up off of the screen vertically if they're high enough. Like it, yeah, the hitbox on it is just insane. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share this time. So make sure you stay tuned for more tutorials and gameplays and things like that. Like and subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Have a good one and be blessed.